Hello friends, you're in the backyard at Wild Carrot Herbs in Portland, Maine, and we're in early August. And this is Teasel, Fuller's Teasel, Dipsacus fullonum. Bees have been really happy on the plant all morning. And you'll notice how there's rings of flowers on the Teasel. This is a European plant, and there are love watching the bees. So anyway, these incredible rings of flowers, the rings begin in the center of the flower head, and then they spread out from the center upward and downward. And David Dalton, a flower essence therapist, describes how there's typically 7 rings, and he works with Teasel to support particular chakra centers along where glands might be impacted in the physiology related to chakra centers. And so the center band is the 4th chakra, the heart chakra, and then typically then we go to the 3rd and the 5th, where it's the throat and one's sense of self, and then the 2nd and the 6th, so intuition and creativity, and then the 1st and the 7th, which is associated with connection to divinity and one's connection and rooted sense of connection to place. So this plant is frequently worked with when there's challenges in the joints, particularly dry joints, and you see how the leaves create a capsule around the stem, and it holds moisture. Sometimes it also holds mosquito larvae, which isn't ideal. But this plant brings moisture to the joint capsules, particularly when there's mobility, like when the joints, when the sensations move throughout the joints. So sometimes it's an achy elbow, but then maybe it goes to a knee or to a hip. Although I've put this in formulas with Solomon's seal or and black cohosh and even turmeric, depending on kind of what kind of discomfort is occurring in the joints. Burdock also works really lovely. Oftentimes, if somebody is experiencing joint discomfort relative to a tick-borne illness, drop doses of this plant are used, between 3 and 8 drops 3 times a day. And I mean, you'll notice, see these wonderful, the flower heads look like the spirochetes that are implicated in tick-borne illness in Lyme. And so there's this sense, again, of doctrine of signatures, of the way the plant looks, supporting or giving us ideas of the type of ways that this plant might be supportive to the body. Also, I mean, with all of these spiny qualities, there's a sense of supporting a person to not lose their energy. This plant has been incredible for people who have described that they feel as though they're giving away their energy to situations or individuals or projects that are stealing their energy, so to speak, or causing an energy leak. So 3 drops 3 times a day for joints, or for a sense of wanting to reclaim or tighten up one's own energy so one is not leaking out one's vital essence. And that also makes sense when we think about what's happening here with this moisture being collected in the leaves. Again, it's creating a space where moisture, our essence, is held and captured and contained. All right, friends, wishing you well. May your energy be directed where you want and need it to be. Bye for now.